My speech is about when adult children live at home. When we have kids, you spend the first 18 years worrying about them and doing what's best or what is right for them. When they're grown, you hope that you have done your job correctly and they will be successful adults. But today, we have boomerang kids, which are adult children who return home for many reasons. Divorce, graduating from college, maybe a job loss, or they just can't financially make it. As parents, our door is always open. We don't want them to suffer in any way. The other issue or reason is called failure to launch, which means they never left home. Personally, I think it is because they're comfortable. It is our job to be successful parents, and as successful parents, we make our children become successful adults. What is the golden rule of living with adult children at home? Clarify your expectations. Deb Pincus, MS. This seems to be one of the things we do wrong after they move home or never leave. There are no expectations. Or our expectation is that they will know what to do. This doesn't always happen, though. We have taken care of them through their whole lives, and now we expect them to know what to do and take care of themselves. There are several things to do when your adult child moves back home or never leaves. Number one is help them become independent. Stop treating them like children. It's hard because we're all parents. Clarify your expectations. Make sure they know that finding them employment is the number one thing on their list. Clean up after yourself. Your dishes, your clothes, keep your room cleaned up. And don't have parties or overnight guests. This is your parents' house, not a motel. Be respectful. This is your parents' home. After listening to many parents and coworkers and peers talk about their families, I know many who have returned home to save money as they pay off their student loans. Who made it easy for us? We had to find our way, which back then was much easier to find a job. Today the job hunt is different. Everything is online and you hope someone will see and read your resume. You spent all this time and money going to college and trying to get your education, and your parents saving and using their retirement so you have a better life than they did. You graduate and apply for any job possible, and if you are lucky, find something in your career field that you studied for. But if not, you're stuck with any job that you can get. Statistics show that 1 in 5 people in their 20s and early 30s is currently living with his or her parents, and 60% receive financial support from their parents. Adam Davidson of the New York Times. They are living at home for a good reason, or is it because it's easy? But many question is, why do we as parents let our adult children live at home for free? Out of guilt? Because we don't want to make it hard for them? Most kids probably spend that money that they could pay us on going out to eat, or maybe on their car, or even on video games or alcohol. Even though we still have a mortgage and car payments and electric to pay, that has now gone up because of the extra person in the house. When we think of it, it's not teaching them anything. We as parents find it hard to ask our kids to go out of their comfort zones. And we as parents will scrimp and save to make our kids' life easier. I know as a parent that I still come home and cook and clean and have absorbed many of the bills since he has lost his job. And I know he doesn't expect it. And I'm sure that this really makes him feel bad, but it has to be done. One of the other things as a parent I have to do is pay his health insurance. Because as a parent, what am I supposed to do? Let him go without? The Affordable Care Act states that the individual shared responsibility provision requires you, your spouse, and your dependents to have qualifying health insurance for the entire year. And at the end of the year, you have to report if you had it all year or not. And as I read this, it doesn't say I have to provide it, I just realized this. I think I need to pay more attention to my own speech. But on the flip side of this problem are the adult children moving home from several reasons. They may move home to help the parents financially or even just to help around the house. Many have been successful and others haven't, as my husband and I have tried with my parents, which was unsuccessful. And according to a survey, popular opinion seems to be that aging adults would jump at the chance to live with their adult children. This isn't necessarily so. Less than 1/3 or 31% of those surveyed said they would live with younger family members. By contrast, more than 1/2 or 51% say that they would be willing to have an older parent live with them. Agingcare.com. When I talk to my parents about selling the house, I think it must feel like when I was young and they wanted the same thing for me. I want the same thing for them, which in my mind means selling the home that is making them broke, but it is what I want for them. But it's what I want for them and not what they want. It sure seems that being a parent and a child to aging parents is hard. All you want is what is right for all of us involved. Thanks. And here's my cards.
Match audience.
And my audience. I have my husband, my son, and my mother-in-law.
Oh, we don't need to.